Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111 here with your Monday check-in. I gotta tell you, I'm a little confused about what's happening. So once I read this on the connection, would love to hear your comments about what exactly has gone down with all of you since Thursday, I think, was the last time I did the reading. So I haven't had a chance to check in on the connection, but it looks like some stuff may have gone down over the weekend. It looks like individually each person has suffered, but the connection still seems to have benefited from this exchange or whatever happened. So there's definitely trouble in the connection as far as the individuals, the masculine and the feminine, are concerned. There's definitely some issue. I don't even know how else to say it. So I will tell you, because what I was getting was challenging, I went ahead and just pulled some extra cards about, like, well, what do they want now out of each other, okay? Because there is a lot of conflict, there's some heartbreak, there's some sadness, there's people wanting to walk away. So there, he's like, Queen of Swords came out again, so I don't know what's happened other than there has been some shakeup in the connection. Okay, so I'm going to start. I didn't do blessings because it was just challenging. I was like, forget the blessing for now. Let's just see what's happening. All right, we're going to start with, like, what's the theme for our masculine? 2 cards flew out for him: financial and material changes and the truth. His energy card is 4th angel chakra, Archangel Raphael. That's all about heart healing. Okay, all about heart healing. So with this financial and material changes, that card is really about, some sort of loss. Okay, when that card comes out, it's really about some challenges, some change, some losses, maybe losing things around you that you have to acknowledge, okay, that you're losing something. So there is some loss here. This is like a 5 of Pentacles energy, okay, and this is come out. We've got a lot of 5s here today. We've got, he's bottom of the deck for his head, heart, and environment. And what he wants is the 5 of Cups. His clarifier is the 3 of Swords. There's some major sadness and heartbreak and betrayal and loss going on for him. For her bottom of the deck is Justice and the Fool. And she came out as Queen of Wands, so she's kind of pissed. And there's the problem here in this situation. So his first card out about this loss, okay, is a problem. And, well, not a problem, is what his theme is today. And it comes out with the truth. The truth card in this deck is all about judgment. So when this card comes out, this is about, awakening, clarity, revelation of the truth. So maybe some truth came out or some perception of the truth that has led to the loss, okay? And this card comes when there's like an evaluation of the past along with the lessons that you've learned or still need to be, understood. And this has to do with the heart space, Archangel Raphael. Okay, so let me just get the book for that. So when Archangel Raphael comes out in this reading around his loss and around judgment, this is very much has to do with love, compassion, self-acceptance, but really has to do with love of yourself, love from others. And this is definitely some healing that is required as this rejection and this evaluation has occurred in his heart space. So he's feeling rejected, he's evaluating this connection, and he's healing his heart space at this time, okay? I don't feel like this connection is in separation. I feel like maybe they're in a no communication or less communication zone, but there is definitely trouble here. For her, she's sacrificed, okay? And it came out with the thinking man, which is the King of Swords. And so when the sacrifice comes out, another major arcana, right? So he's sitting in judgment, she's sitting in the sacrifice card, which is all about the Hanged Man. And she's like, you know what? In this energy, this is about sacrificing this connection with this thinking man. The thinking man in this energy deck is the King of Swords. And I just feel like honestly, this is really about surrendering and letting go. And this is about, leaving room to receive more. She deserves more. There's this, energy around sacrifice, energy about looking at her life and what needs to be released. And she's releasing this masculine at this time because she perhaps does not feel, I don't even need to look at the book already from the energy, she does not feel that he's sitting in his integrity, okay? Now, what's happening with the connection, another major arcana, intuition with Archangel Metatron, and I'm getting a headache while I'm reading this, and I just started reading it. This is a little bit of a stressful time, okay? So intuition about this connection, this is about use your intuition now, okay? Just give it a chance and quickly notice what might be trying to get your attention, okay? So this is really about, these signs and the synchronicities and the coincidences, that these things are not just happening, they're happening because the universe is trying to get your attention to turn within yourself, okay? So right now, the guidance for this collective right now is turn within yourself. The answers are within you. And what is the energy behind it? What's Archangel Metatron? This is all about clarity of thought, of personal vision. This is about the third eye. So these are two cards of intuition. So now when we're in this no communication zone, yet again, I don't feel like it's separation. I really don't. I just feel like we're in a period of pause. She's got the Hanged Man. He's in evaluation because he's feeling rejected. And now we're going into this tap in to your third eye, tap in to this energy, listen to your inner voice. All right, bottom of the deck, head, heart, environment. And what the heck does the masculine want? 5 of Cups, sadness, regret, loss, clarifiers, 3 of Swords, heartbreak, okay? For her, head, heart, environment, and what she wants, the Justice card. She wants justice. Clarifiers, the Fool, okay? By the way, bottom of the deck for these tarot cards here was the sacral chakra. This was like action was taken. Bottom of the deck for the energy for her was, or is rather, for them is the Journey card, which is, they're starting this new cycle now. And that's, interestingly enough, the Fool is also the bottom of the deck for the clarifiers for what's going on in their connection, along with the King of Swords as the bottom of the deck for their connection. So there is a big conversation around integrity, around honesty, and are we going to be able to take this journey together again? All right, let's go over this because this is a lot. First card out for the masculine in his headspace is his Empress. So he still, even through this rejection, knows that she is his queen, okay? So in his headspace, he knows that she is there, but he's very, very confused, and he wants to successfully get out of this confusion as related to her. What's the confusion about? He is just unsure how he's ever going to balance things out with her, okay? And have success, 6 of Wands, okay? And here he's showing up as the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, 6 of Swords. Those two are the clarifiers. So here's what I'm getting in his headspace. He's like, yeah, she is my Empress. She is, every queen, but I am confused. I am confused about how I'm ever going to balance things out and do right by this feminine and have a successful, stable connection while trying to stay in my integrity and in my stability and move things forward. He just doesn't know how he's going to be able to do it, all right? In his headspace, he's confused. For her, 7 of Swords came out with the 6 of Swords. So there's this thing of deceit, right? She's still, when she thinks about him, she still thinks he's being deceitful. And she wants to get out of that energy with him. She wants to get out of that, and even if that means leaving him, that she just doesn't want to deal with that anymore. So she goes into hermit mode, and 2 of Pentacles is the clarifier. So she's like, I don't want to be in this energy of imbalance, just like him. 2 of Pentacles, Justice, Hermit, 2 of Pentacles, right? And all has to do with moving forward. He doesn't know how he can make it right, and she doesn't know how she can ever have him make it right? It just doesn't know. How are we going to build the solid ground again? So in this Hermit's energy, she's trying to stay in the lessons that she's learned, but she's juggling those lessons because ego comes up, pride comes up, anger comes up, the past comes up, and then boom, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands shows up. Okay, so here in her headspace, she's like, I got to move away from this energy. I am in my hermit's energy, but I'm struggling keeping my vibration high. And that is a burden from her because she spoke in her truth. She spoke her truth. And now she feels stuck. And what is stuck? Any long-term plan. 10 of Pentacles. What's happening in his heart space? First card out, Queen of Cups. Who's the Queen of Cups? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so again, he sees her as someone compassionate and nurturing. And, you know, again, as the Empress, he sees her as the Queen of Swords as well, and the Queen of Wands, all in his heart space, okay? So he's just like, you know, she can be loving, she can be nurturing, you know, and 8 of Pentacles, I do want to work on this, but I want to move forward slowly because I am stressed out about this connection. And what's the stress? Queen of Wands, that's who she is today. She's like, I'm out. With or without you, I'm out. I'm not going to play this game. And so where is she in her heart? 8 of Pentacles. So she's working on herself too. She wants to commit to this. But the Queen of Wands, who she is, wants her justice, wants things balanced out. Do right by me, okay? Because things are confusing. 7 of Cups, it came out. He has already called out his Empress that he's confused. She knows she's confused. He's confused. Everybody's confused. Thank God the star is the clarifier. This is where that intuition and that healing and that renewal and that guidance comes in. Through this confusion, they will be guided out of it. But in the meantime, they've got to complete this healing. For her, she has to complete this healing. 4 of Swords in the world. Because these old wounds creep up and different types of queens start to come out, like in her energy. And when she comes out as Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, she's Queen of Wands today. She's like, you know, with or without you. And that's how he's seeing her. 9 of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Wands, is like, you know, you are this compassionate, loving person. My stability, my match, King of Shields, Queen of Shields, right? He knows that but this Queen of Wands energy has stressed him out. The fire came out in her. So now what's happening in his environment as related to his feminine? Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Pentacles. He wants to get into a better time. He wants to manifest something with her, but there's a lot of conflict in their environment right now. And what's the conflict? Well, the Queen of Swords came out. The conflict occurred about any offers around moving forward, okay? He's like, she's showing me this energy, and he's frankly... he is just stressed, he's sad, and he's hurt about the conflict, okay? What's happening in her environment as related to her masculine? The Lovers, clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. So she just wants reciprocity, right? She wants balance in this connection. She wants justice. There's an imbalance with the 2 of Pentacles. There's confusion. There's perhaps deceit or the old energy of it. The energy is stuck. She's not completely healed yet, okay? So she takes her independence as the Queen of Wands. And so then she drops whatever tower on the connection because she doesn't feel like things are equal, all right? So here we got 2 of Pentacles again for her. What is it? These wounds. She's like in between her healing and not healing. She's not going to give up. She's not sure if she wants to continue. She actually isn't sure if she wants to continue or give up. She's wounded because she hasn't completely healed yet. And here we have the star again. And this is in the environment. There is healing that is going to occur because shit's over. 10 of Swords. That is done. This connection is done. And now we need to cycle out of this, okay? We need to cycle out of it. So I said, okay, there's a lot of energy of conflict. 5 of Wands 2 times for him in his environment. She's the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands. She's the Empress, okay? She's the Queen of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 queens came out. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Empress. She is every queen. He knows it. But there is major conflict. Okay, and the only queen she's standing as today in her heart is the Queen of Wands. She's like, yep, with or without you. 10 of Swords in the environment. I am done with the way that things have been going, okay? Things were going really well for a minute, and now there's this old energy of deceit, and there is this imbalance in the connection, and now people are just... You know, 8 of Pentacles for both of them in their heart space. It's like they're just going to resort to their work, okay? We've got the Queen of Wands twice in the heart space. The Queen of Wands stresses him out. This Queen of Wands wants her justice. There is confusion in the connection. All right. They both have Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. He wants to get into a better time. She wants to get out of this pain, Wheel of Fortune. Okay? So now let's see what's happening after all of this. What does he want now? What does he want with her now? After this feeling, this energy of it being over, Four of Shields, he's super guarded now with her. He's guarded. He's guarded. Three of Swords, he's heartbroken. I clarified Three of Swords to see if it was third party. It's a star. He's trying to heal his heart because Five of Swords. There has been a loss of this connection. She didn't win. He didn't win. I clarified that King of Pentacles. That's him. He's already called himself out as the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Okay? And so he's just taking the loss. He's conceding, and he wants to move out of this rough patch and move into a smoother time. I said, what is that all about? Death. The death, and I said, is this the death of the connection? So I wanted a storyline on death. Is this transformation or is this death of the connection? And I got Page of Cups, and I was like, I don't really know. Is this about transformation and how we're moving forward in offers? I don't know. I said, give me another card, Four of Swords. He wants to heal, okay? But I still didn't get it. I said, I need one more, Ace of Wands. So he does want a new beginning. And I guess, by the way, Spirit's like, duh, Queen of Light, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, right? He wants a new beginning. But you know me, I had to clarify. So he's just very guarded because he's heartbroken. And because of this fight, nobody won. He wants to get out of it. He wants this feeling to end. He wants to heal from this feeling. And then he wants a new beginning. All right. What about her? What about her? Well, equally challenging. Equally challenging. Three Wands, right? She's just like, I'm just at this point, she's not putting any more energy into it. She's just like, I'm just going to see what manifests now. I said, what's this Three of Wands? What does she want to manifest? Her wishes. Okay. So she's waiting for her wishes. In the meantime, she does know that he is the person that, he is the person that she loves, but she's operating in her self-love. So she has retreated. She's retreated from Six of Cups, any potential for reunion. And she's guarded at this time. I said, what's his guardedness about? Eight of Cups. She's guarded, okay? She wants to walk away. And I said, what does she want to walk to? Eight of Cups. She just wants to get in her heart space again. She wants to get in her heart space again. What happened, guys? Let me know. All right, so now let's go ahead and get to what the heck is going on with the connection. They're a little challenged by each other, but the connection is very interesting. Three of Wands. We just got that for our feminine, right? Three of Wands, clarified by the Lover's card. So in the Lover's Path Tarot, the Three of Wands is, hold on, I always have to look because Lover's Path Tarot is very different. So Three of Wands is all about waiting, okay? Waiting. This is about planning. This is about transforming goals into realistic action. So right now there is a pause in this connection. We're waiting. Okay, we're waiting for what? Six of Arrows. So what's the Six of Arrows about when we get it here in this deck? It's all about, sorry guys, I just want to make sure I give you guys all the right messages. Okay, so Six of Arrows, when it comes out in the Lover's Path Tarot, is all about transitions. So they're transitioning, they're moving, there's new knowledge. And so it's clarified by the Page of Cups. They want to move forward. Okay, there is a desire to transition into this Page of Cups, which is what he had, his transformation into an offer, okay? But right now, what are they doing? Four of Arrows. This is about healing. What are they healing? The conflict. Five of Wands. So there is a pause in the connection, absolutely. They do want to move forward with offers, but they need to heal from this conflict first, okay? Then the next card after healing is this Five of Coins. This is that rejection, that loss, that feeling of lack, that feeling of abandonment, okay? And so when it comes up in this energy, this is about poverty, insecurity. There are insecurities. It's clarified with the Six of Swords. They're moving out of these insecurities and into what? And this shocked me. Four of Wands. How do you go from all this drama to this Four of Wands? It's about stability, creating a home, possibly marriage, and it's clarified by the King of Cups. I don't know, man. I just feel like here we have for her, she's guarded and she wants to get back in this Queen of Cups energy. And then in the connection, like all of a sudden we got the King of Cups again. So I do feel like, and by the way, the bottom of the deck for the Lover's Path is the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck for the clarifiers is the Fool. So I just feel like perhaps this really needed to happen. This really needed to happen in this connection. Maybe there was one last beam up in that old tower that needed to get shaken up, okay? That now people need to process what's happening and truly build from the ground up. I don't know. Maybe they were holding on to the old stuff, but this is a challenge. It's a challenge, and it doesn't really feel good. You know, when I like process the energy, it makes me feel really sad too, right? 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords. There's a lot of pain. And she's just looking for her justice, and she just wants a fresh journey. And it's because there's old wounds, guys. If the old wounds don't get healed, there's no chance of rebuilding this into anything permanent, okay? And as I'm saying this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. So if there are old wounds, and if something like this did occur with you over the weekend, or if it's happening now, take this time to just take a step back, listen to this, look at the signs, listen to your guides, okay? Try to quiet your mind to get out of this confusion, and know that these are triggers that are coming up again so that these wounds can finally heal. I'm probably going to do a check-in here again, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple of days. I don't know, just to see what happens after this energy. But I did put a special up, a flash sale up for the Akashic Records reading. So if you guys are interested in knowing what your contract is with your person, okay, like what is the foundation of the contract? What are you guys here to learn? What did you guys agree to do? And then where are you in the contract, and what is the potential outcome? I have a sale on my Akashic Records reading through tomorrow midnight Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to do an Akashic Records reading with me for a 10% off of the listed price, then email me and I will send you a link, okay? Good luck, guys. I will be back in a couple of days with the check-in. If you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. Thanks.